Hey guys, Barbara here. Need to learn to work offline? Let's check it out. There is a common misconception that Google can only be used when you have an internet connection. This is not the case. You are able to view and edit Google Docs, Sheets and Slides while you're offline. When you lose your internet connection, it's not a problem. All you will need to do is make sure that you've chosen to make those files available to you to use offline. Let's get you set up. There are a few ways that you can get Google Drive set up offline. From your Google Drive settings, by adding the Google Docs offline extension, or by activating offline from the little cloud status that appears in a Google Doc sheet or slide. We will have a look at how to set up offline from Google Drive. With Google Drive open, navigate to the Settings gear in the top right-hand corner and select Settings. The window that appears has the option for Offline. Select this checkbox. Note the warning that appears here that using Google Drive offline is not recommended on a public or shared computer, so be sure to set up offline on your personal device. Once you have selected this box, you will see the little progress bar in the bottom left-hand corner, which says Setting up offline. When Google Drive is ready for offline, it will say Offline Setup Complete. You are now ready to get started. Enabling offline mode does not mean that your entire Google Drive will be available for you to use offline. You are still going to need to select which documents you would like to be available. Those documents will then sync in the background as you work on them. You are able to select multiple documents at the same time and enable this offline setting. Let's see how this works. Let's start by looking at how to set this up from Google Drive in Google Chrome. Right-click on the document that you would like to make available offline, and from the menu that appears, use the toggle next to the option Available Offline. That document will now have a visual indication on it with a little circle and a tick to show you that it is available for you to use while offline. When you are in a Google Doc, slide or sheet, select the File menu in the top left, and from the menu that appears, select Make Available Offline. This document will sync and you will be able to see the status of the document by clicking on the little cloud option that appears next to the name of the document. Here, you will see when your document is ready to be used offline. Let's see what happens if I turn the internet connection off on my device so that we can see how offline works. You will notice that the document initially shows that you are working offline. If you make any edits to the document, those documents will be saved while working offline and synced as soon as you go online again. But how do you actually access your documents? I'll close Google Chrome to show you how this works. When you open Google Chrome, you will notice that your waffle does not appear while you are offline. I suggest you bookmark your drive or bookmark Google Slides, Sheets and Docs landing pages so that you can get easy access to these. If you don't have them bookmarked, you can simply type in drive.google.com to get to Drive, sheets.google.com to get to Sheets, slides.google.com to get to Slides, or docs.google.com to get to Docs. If you have made something out of those tools available for offline use, their offline page will launch and you will be able to access their offline view. Any documents that you have made available will appear here and you are able to open them and make the changes you need. An important thing to note while working on collaborative documents while offline is that if your entire team works on the same document, all changes made will be synced when each team member comes back online. The last person to have their document sync will have their version be saved as the most current version of that document. However, all previous versions will be saved in the version history. A top tip from Etso is that it is best for only one person to work on a document while offline at a time.